Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes. You would have every kind of pleasure, see. And after several nights, you would say, well, that was pretty great. But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. Well, something is going to happen to me that I don't know what it's going to be. Then you would get more and more adventurous, and you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
I'm standing here just to remember a time many years ago when this was only a vision with no direction. I remember I would write my visions down, but in my notebook, it was in my mind. Every single one of them came true. And when they did, I never went back and stopped and appreciated every single one of them. It was as if I was writing these visions down, having them come true. Once they come true, I would move on to the next vision, to one that's bigger than the previous one. So it's very essential to stop and to look around, because every single thing that you have or you have accomplished was once a vision, but you are so busy with chasing more visions that you don't even have enough time to stop and look around. We even forget the simplest things, such as stopping and looking around and appreciating what is happening at the very moment. So I invite you to go around and stop with me on this journey. Let's go around and collect every single memory or every single thing that I wrote down, which I'm now able to do. And this is a story about a girl that is slowly and surely living her vision. Just recently, I came across a powerful scripture, and it says, you have to write down your vision and make it plain on paper so that whoever reads it will run. So from this scripture, I just thought it's very important for me to write it down. I have all my visions in my head. I decided I would rather write them down, because if you break the scripture down, it's like your vision has to be so grand scale that someone that stumbles across it also wants to run with it. Dream so big that if someone was to come across this journal at some point in time, even at a time when I'm not even around, they have to think, wow, how did she do it? If she can do it, I want the same God. I want the same higher power in her that allowed her to do it. So be it anything, any sort of higher being that you believe in, that you believe is responsible for granting every single vision of yours. And this should inspire someone else to desire the same higher power in you, to go for it, to run after it. So I encourage you to write the bigger vision down, which is towards your destiny, obviously, but also write your sub visions that come along with it. So your goals, how you plan on living your day-to-day life, just to make yourself or to position yourself in a place to receive whatever that you've desired. So this is a story that is to inspire. This is a story that seeks to remind you of how far you have come. As small as a dream might look to you, I've traveled, and I once wrote it in stone. I set it in stone for everyone to read. I once dreamt to be so far away, to travel so far away, and when I finally got it, I never looked around. I've never gone around Shanghai and just appreciated the tiny little things that travelers do. So it's always like chasing the next big thing. So when I was in China, I was recording travel videos about Europe because my being in China seems very minor. It feels like a home, but it's not quite. It's still a foreign place, and it deserves the same level of respect and effort that I'm putting on my other travel videos, because at the end of the day, I'm not Chinese. And one day, this will be in the past as well. Let's go around and collect my visions. They have already happened, but let's look around. Just stop and appreciate. To be alone somewhere far, far away. To take a subway and feel completely alone. To sit alone at a coffee shop and make random friends. To be submerged under crowds in a big city. To walk and wonder and appreciate my surroundings. To travel the world and go to places less traveled. To be surrounded by city lights in a fast-paced economy. Life is simply amazing, and any dream that delays will come in its own time.